Now let us see subtraction of vectors. So normally we can't able to add or subtract the two vectors, that is magnitude and directions. We can't able to subtract or add the two vectors. So we are using geometrical. So geometrical method we can easily add or subtract the two vectors. Now we are taking two non-zero vectors, that is A vector and B vector, which are inclined to each other at an angle theta. So this is the A vector and this is the B vector, and the angle is what? Theta. And this is the B vector, and opposite side, the B vector is going the opposite side, so we are marking as minus B vector. So this is the resultant vector, so R vector is equal to A vector plus B vector. In addition vector, already we have seen that. So the B vector is going the opposite side, so we are marked as minus B vector. So what will the resultant vector? So the resultant vector is equal to A vector minus B vector. So the angle between A vector and minus B vector is 180 minus theta. If you are taking the full angle, so we will get what? 180 degree. So now we will want only A vector and minus B vector, the angle between A vector and minus B vector. So we will get only 180 minus theta. So if you are taking the whole, we will take an angle 180 degree. But we want only the angle between A vector and minus B vector. So 180 minus theta. So the angle between A vector and minus B vector is 180 minus theta. So the difference of A vector minus B vector is the same as the resultant of A vector and minus B vector. So the answer of A vector minus B vector is equal to the answer of A vector and minus B vector. So we can write A vector minus B vector is equal to A vector plus of minus B vector. Now we are going to take the equation A vector modulus of A vector minus B vector is equal to, already we saw in the addition vectors. So here the direction of resultant vectors, A vector plus modulus of A vector plus B vector is equal to square root of B square plus A square plus 2AB cos theta. The same formula we are here substituting, but instead of plus we are putting minus because subtraction of vectors. So square root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos. Here we are applying only cos theta, but here instead of theta we are going to apply 180 minus theta. So since cos 180 minus theta is equal to what? Minus cos theta. In trigonometry, cos 180 minus theta is equal to minus cos theta. So we will get modulus of A minus modulus of B is equal to square root of A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. Because cos 180 minus theta is what? Minus cos theta. So minus 2AB cos theta. Now we are going to find out tan inverse. So here also we will find tan inverse. This is alpha 1. So the angle between A vector and the resultant vector is alpha 1, and the resultant of the angle between the A vector and resultant, that is minus B vector, is what? Alpha 2. So tan alpha 2 is equal to B sine, already we derived the formula. So tan alpha is equal to B sine theta by A plus B cos theta. The same formula we are substituting here. So B sine, instead of theta we are putting 180 minus 180 degree minus theta. Okay, divided by A plus B cos 180 degree minus theta. So sine 180 degree minus theta is equal to what? Sine theta. In trigonometry, sine 180 degree minus theta is equal to sine theta. So tan alpha 2 is equal to B sine theta divided by A minus B cos theta. Here 180 cos 180 degree minus theta is equal to what? Minus cos theta. So we are applying here. So we will get A minus B cos theta. So A vector minus B vector is a vector with the magnitude and directions. Let us see components of a vector. So components of a vector is a very important thing. First let us see In the Cartesian coordinate system, any vector A can be resolved into three components along x, y, z directions. So if you are taking any vector, I am taking A vector. So A vector can be resolved into three components. So three components, that is I, j, k are three components along x, y, z direction. So the three components are resolved with along x, y, z directions. Now consider a three-dimensional coordinates system with respect to the a vector can be written in component form. So if you are taking three-dimensional coordinate system, so we are having three components. So vector A is equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap if the vector is in three-dimensional coordinate. Now let us see, this is the vector A. This is the vector A, and the vector A is split into two axes, that is this is a two Cartesian coordinate. So we are having only x coordinate and y coordinate. So this is ax and this is ay. And now let us see, this is the three Cartesian coordinate system. So we are having x, y and z. So this is the A vector and this is ax and this is ay and this is az. And now I am going to take one plane. This is the plane. So this is what? Ax. So the ax is, this is the distance of ax and this is the distance of ay. So we are assuming here x and this one is y, and the center line is, this is the resultant vector. From the resultant vector we are having z. So this is the point. So this is the point where the x distance, that is the p of x distance and p of y distance and p of z distance. So two-dimensional Cartesian coordinate having two components. So a vector is equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap. And if a vector makes an angle theta with ax and ay are the component and along x-axis and y-axis. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. Now let us see. So what is we have to find the theta. So first we have to find sine theta. So sine theta is equal to what? Opposite by hypotenuse. So see here, this is the opposite side. Okay, this is the opposite side by hypotenuse. So ay by a. So ay by a. So what will we get? A sine theta is equal to ay. Now let us see cos theta. So cos theta is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. So here which one is adjacent? Ax. So ax is adjacent and which one is hypotenuse? Vector a. So ax by a. So a cos theta is equal to ax. Clear? Now where a is the magnitude, a is the magnitude of the vector a vector. So then we will get a is equal to square root of ax square plus ay square for the two-dimension Cartesian. Topic is properties of the components of vectors. So let us consider two vectors, that is a vector and b vector, such that a vector is equal to a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap, and b vector is equal to b1 I cap plus b2 j cap plus b3 k cap respectively. We know that. So first property is sum of the vector. So we have to add the coefficient. So coefficient means I with I and j with j and k with k. So if you are adding the two vectors, so a vector plus b vector is equal to a1 plus b1 I cap plus a2 plus b2 j cap plus a3 plus b3 k cap. So this is the sum of the vector. And second product is property is difference of the vector. So difference of the vector is same like that of sum of the vector. The only difference is minus. So a vector minus b vector is equal to a1 minus b1 I cap plus a2 minus b2 j cap plus a3 minus b3 k cap. Third property is two vectors are equal. If two vectors are equal and the coefficient are also equal, so a1 is equal to b1 and a2 is equal to b2 and a3 is equal to b3. So the vectors are equal. If suppose fourth property, multiplying scalar to the vector. So multiplying a scalar to the vector, we need to multiply each term of the vector separately. So k a vector. So k is a scalar to the vector. So k a vector. So k a1 I cap. So k times of a2 j cap plus k times of a3 k cap. Next topic is position vector. So position vector means, first let us see the diagram. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and this is the z-axis. Here the resultant vector, that is we are marking as p, that is what? Position vector. Why we are marking here position vector? Because in space we can't able to find the acceleration, velocity and displacement. So by using the position vector, we can easily able to see the displacement and velocity and acceleration. So we are using the position vector. Here x is the distance. So this is the x and this is the distance. So the x is the distance of this axis and y, this is the y, and y is the distance of this axis, and this is the z. So z is the distance of this axis. So here r vector is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, where x, y and z are components of r vector. So r vector means what? Position vector. So here p is the position vector. So the x is the distance of p and y is the distance of p and z is the distance of p. That is p distance of x and p distance of y and p distance of z. This is called what? Position vector.